Greetings, visionaries. This is your host, the INFJ visionary. And today I thought we'd talk about 1%. We don't know for sure, but apparently 1% of everybody is one of us. If you think about it, that's not a lot of people. Maybe we'll increase it to 2%. It's still not a lot of people. Now, when you divide up everyone into all the different types, you would think there would be 16% of everybody, right? Or I'm not good at math, you already knew that. But you get what I'm saying. You got 16 types divided into everybody, and there you go. But that's not the way it works out. The world definitely favors some types more than others. And for that reason, INFJs are generally considered to be weird. Now, the thing is that we're not weird to ourselves. To ourselves, we are normal. But just speaking for myself, I've never had any problem accepting the appellation of weird because I just know it's easier for people. Now I'm older, and when you're older, less people have much to say about you, at least to your face. Maybe they'll say it to your neighbors or to other people, but for the most part, it's not like when we were kids, when you definitely would suffer for being different quite a lot. And it was a pain for me. I would have never asked for. I didn't like it. I didn't understand it. I didn't want it. On the other hand, I liked who and what I was. I didn't want to be anyone else. So, and I think all of us as INFJs have to go through this sort of mental process. And if it's true that you like what you are, you don't really want to be something else, in spite of the fact that what you are is quite different from other people and makes you an outlier. That's going to bring on suffering. What I think would bring on even more suffering is if you were weird, you were different from other people, you didn't ask for it, and you don't like yourself. That would be a special kind of hell. And I'm sure there's a few of you that are probably living in that hell. And if that's the case, don't worry so much. Just relax, okay? Because the greatest truth of all time is that what most people really care about is themselves. And to the degree that they care about you, it's how you are affecting them or how they think you might affect them. So in the case of peer pressure, peer group pressure, you're going to have pressure applied to you because you're acting in ways that the group doesn't like. And the group is what sustains human beings. You can't be completely separate from the group and actually survive. And that's especially the case, I think, with INFJs, because as much as we are weird, as much as we are outliers, we're plugged into the group. We know what the group's up to. We understand the group dynamic. We understand what the group wants, and we can slot in. And to a large degree, a lot of what being an INFJ is just knowing how to balance the slotting in with the fact that internally you're quite different. Your way of thinking is odd, at least compared to the way other people think. And I don't really want to get into all the, well, we got time actually. Why is our thinking odd? Well, predominantly because intuition is our main driver, and not just the kind of intuition that's a bit easier to understand, which is extroverted intuition, but it's introverted intuition. And what is introverted intuition? I had a brilliant comment on the channel just a few days ago, and what that person said was, easy to use, hard to describe. Perfect comment. And I'm paraphrasing, obviously. I didn't make a note of this wonderful comment, but that's the paraphrase, and I think that's pretty accurate. Easy to use because we use it. It's just like breathing, or it's like walking, or it's like sleeping. Anything we do, the introvert intuition is there. It's functioning. It's giving us a steady stream of data to work with and insights. And you know what? For the most part, they're valuable. They are workable. And for this reason, I think as you age, and really maybe it's not so much a function as aging, but especially like we don't know how the world's going to go in the future. Are all the kids going to go to school and be forced to hang out in one room together and can end up conforming to, the way that the most popular types think things should be? And anyone that's outside of that is ostracized, or unless they're disguised, right? Is that going to be the future? I don't know. In fact, we are looking at this sort of world shaping up that nobody can predict. Nobody's going to be able to predict how we live. But I do think in the world that we're coming into, that INFJs have a distinct advantage. For one, one of the main reasons why the world we're moving into is going to be so different is because of the machine intelligence. And some people say it's not actual intelligence. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much, pummeling the meaning of intelligence to say it's not intelligence. If you can ask it a question and it gives you an answer that's correct and true, I would say that certainly qualifies as intelligence. But either way, it's going to change everything in small and large ways, and perhaps free us from the drudgery that we've been in since the mercantile forces that drive humanity basically took over a long time ago. I don't know when, and this isn't a history channel, so we don't need to belabor that. But so much of what constitutes human life has been a commercial enterprise. You either work for someone, you create products or some sort of value that the world needs, and there you get paid, or you are creating products or something else the world needs, and you're employing others. Hey, I think that's all going to it's not completely disappear. Obviously, there's going to be employment for quite a while, but things are very much going to change because what has been the main thing in the past is that all the cogs had to be filled by people, and increasingly, as we roll on down the lane, a majority of those cogs will be able to filled with machines. That leaves people. We're still here, and God willing. Now, just today, I was running an errand, and I'm a male dragon of, close to retirement age, but still a working age dragon. Okay, I'm driving. It's the morning around 10 o'clock, and I'm just seeing a bunch of dudes walking around, and I'm thinking my default is, you should be at work. Well, then the other voice comes in and goes, well, I don't know. That's not going to be the case going forward for sure. So you're a bit anarchistic, or is that anachronistic? Sorry. Anyway, back to the weird thing. Yeah, it's you know what? When I was a kid, I had a sister, my sister dragon, and if she wanted to hurt me, she would say, "Weirdo, weird." And where was she getting that? Well, from her friends, from the milieu around us. I would counter back. I would just call her fat, and so that hurt her feelings, and she had hurt mine. But like I was saying just a minute ago, it's okay to be weird. Just wear it like a badge of honor. And I know a lot of people do that, and they start dressing real quirky and getting tattoos. If you're younger, it wasn't a thing when I was a young person, but tattoos, piercings, pink hair, what have you, and whatever floats your boat, that's all good. You can wear your weird on your sleeve. I think it's better to just wear the weird internally and try your best to slot in as much as you can without compromising your personal integrity. So always know when you compromise that you are compromising, and don't become so accustomed to compromising who and what you are that you forget who and what you are, because you still will be that thing, but instead you'll be kind of split. You'll be like a split personality. And a lot of the chickens, the internal chickens, the psychology, your internal psychology it will come home to roost. It will manifest. You can't escape it. Anyway, that's my thoughts about the 1% thing, the 1% weirdo factor. And until I come back in a day or two with another broadcast. Take good care and keep on keeping on.